Welcome back to Backroom Convos. I'm your host with the most, Lesego M, report, aka Shoot Your Shot. And maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. Listen, if you are a fan of sports, stay tuned because you might like what we are cooking on this beautiful Wednesday, quarter to pay day. So shout out to you guys for listening, and we might have a few surprises on the upcoming episodes. I know I said I was supposed to do the video podcast when we hit 100 episodes. I never said it, but that was the surprise, but it never really materialized, so I do apologize. But I still have something, a surprise for you guys, in the upcoming episode. Just keep on listening. I'll reveal the surprise eventually, until it materializes. I'll just tell you when it materializes. So yeah, man, welcome back. If you're a new subscriber, please, or you're a new listener, I'm not a new subscriber. If you're a new listener, please do not forget to follow, like, and subscribe to get a notification for each and every time we drop a new episode. I'm your host with the most, Lesego M. So today it's Wednesday, so I'm sure you're wondering what's the segment for today, because you remember the last time when we spoke, I think it was Monday, we were saying we need to get a slot or like an episode, name an episode or a segment for Wednesday and Thursday. So as I was preparing for today's episode, I was like, well, none of you guys pitched, but this is what I came with. I said, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm here for it. I'm here for the 2K, I'm representing. So, I'm representing the 2K. So, this is the, what you call it. This is the segment, the title of the segment for today. I don't know if that makes any sense. So, the segment, I decided to call the segment Rizz Me Up Wednesday, because I think before reaching that, let me just say the song of the day is by Kabza and Small featuring Midweek and currently sits at 8.8 million on Spotify. I know the name of the song is Khusela. Beautiful song, very spiritual. It was released 2021 as a single by Kabza and Midweek. So shout out to them for making such amazing, great music, such an amazing song, amazing music. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. And I don't know if this makes any sense to anybody that listens to the podcast, but if it does make sense, man. If it does make sense to you, thank you. Or I don't know how to explain myself to you if you don't get it. But I always something has stuck with me. The quote by that lady, Nay, I think works for VUTFM. He said, "Radio is like theater of the mind." And I was like, damn, that's dope. Radio is like theater for the mind. I feel the same way with audio podcast. I feel like it's theater for the mind. So each and every time when I do episodes and I listen, I think there's a question behind me listening to say, does it feel or does it fulfill that role, or is it equipped, or does it fit the criteria to be, does it fit the criteria of, does it fit that criteria, my voice, theater of the mind, does it fit it? That's the question I ask myself. Does it fit that criteria, or does the eligibility, do we enter or we not entering, I don't know. Do let me know in the comment section. So each and every time, I think it's a part of the journey. It's a part of the journey. When you grow, you're always seeking avenues or aspects or certain pockets where you feel like I need to grow. You don't hear this, you don't hear that. You start picking some of these things up. Be like, okay, I'll implement this just as a change, just to see how it works out for me. I guess that's why I'm always asking myself those questions. Does it feel that role, to be called, this podcast, theater of the mind? Does it fit that description? Does it fit? Do I make sense each and every time I talk? That's the question that I always ask myself each and every time whenever I listen to myself speak or, in the podcast. So I always ask myself that question, right? So yeah, as I said to you earlier on, the segment for today, we decided to call it Rizz Me Up Wednesday. And before we got to that, we went from segments such as midweek motivation, courtship to payday, And it is got to payday. It is got to payday. Shout out to everybody that's getting paid. Everybody that's getting paid, shout out to everybody. Send on the e-wallet also. Send on the e-wallet, guys. So yeah. So basically today's segment, I'm just going to share a lot of stories from guys, and we'll just get to break it down. You guys let me know what you think. And I think what would make this an even more interesting segment if we have someone who's, of an opposite gender, awful. So an opposite gender, then we tackle this from my perspective and their perspective, and we talk about it from that angle. What you think? Let me know what you think on the comment section. I'm your host with the most, Lesego M, report, aka Shishishore. Maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy, like Cairo. Please do not forget to follow, like, and comment to get a notification for each and every time we drop a new episode. Please do not forget to follow, like, and subscribe, guys. Please, I beg you. So not that it makes any difference, but for stats, whenever we go out to pitch, the numbers must look right. So yeah, please do not forget to do that, guys. So this is from someone. Did he write his name? He didn't write his name. He just said TB Carter. He said TB Carter under Carter, TP under Carter. This is what he said on today's segment. It's spicy for sure. Like, today's segment is very spicy. So raise me up Wednesday. This is what I have for you. This is TB under Carter. He says, share the best news to help Kwababa. So share the best news to help with Kwababa gents. Share the best news to help with Kwababa gents. Share the best ways to help with Kwababa for gents to get back in the game. Share the best ways to help the gents with Kwababa to get back in the game. And someone says, Lex Soros said, it is the ability to talk to women without going quiet or silent. Not pick up lines, I guess. I think there is that. I don't know how true this is, but I think it might make sense. I don't know. But if it's not, shout out to you for schooling us. You learn everything every day. You learn everything every day. So shout out to you. So the first one is from Jablani. The first comment is from Jablani. This is what Jablani has to say. He said, hello TB. I just wanted to let you know that you're really beautiful. So this is to the lady, from the guy to the lady. He says, I just want to let you know that you are really beautiful. I quote, this is me quoting him. He says, this is like the side note, yeah. It's a side note, yeah. He says, say that with a smile. Don't try too hard to be cool. Don't try too hard. I reiterate, do not try too hard to be cool. Don't try too hard to smile, to be cool, or whatever. And he goes on to say, and I'm sure you get a lot of that because you are really beautiful. What's your name? And he goes back to, what's your name? It's the question, right? Then another side note, he says, my brother, if she smiles back and asks for your name, she's in, or you are in, vice versa. I think in my perspective, it's vice versa. So, you say that with your chest. And so yeah, you are within, and if you are not within, he didn't say, but we continue. I quote, I carry on with his story. This is his story. These are not my words, guys. I'm just reading. So he says, I'm a bit in the head. Is it possible for you to possibly give me your number or your IG, your Instagram? And he says, reference Top G. Top G, for those of you who don't know, so Top G is Andrew Tate for those of you. He says that. I repeat, Top G is Andrew Tate. The reference that you see there saying Top G for those of you who don't know. Top G is Andrew Tate. So I'll read it out. This time I won't read out the side notes. I hope you don't get offended, Jamlat. So I hope you don't get offended. He says, hello TP. Hello TP, I just wanted to let you know that you are beautiful. This is from the guy to the lady. And smile, do not try too hard to be cool. Don't try too hard to smile, to show that you got it. Just do it. Just do it, just the right amount. Just have charisma, man. Charisma, that's the word he was looking for. And he goes on to say, I'm sure you get that a lot. And you are really beautiful. What's your name? Right? And he says, my brother, if he smiles back, so you're within. If she smiles back, you're within, right? Still don't know. It's a bit vague, but it can mean a lot of things in my perspective, but it's not about me, it's about the comment. So he goes on to say, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Please, if it's possible, can I get your number or your Instagram or your IG? Reference top G. You know, Ompile Murafi. I think Ompile is a lady. He says Jabulani, very impressive. Right? Ompile says very impressive. We'll come back. I'm reading all the comments. You know, Hazenbeck doesn't seem to agree. And Hazenbeck, by the way, is the top contributor in this group. He's the top contributor. He doesn't seem to agree. You know how I know? He said, can someone please share the Betway code? Not saying my name. This one is like so he's saying this is the comment he made, you know. I can't remember is impressed. He says Jablani very impressive, my brother. So Hazenbeck says, can someone share Betway codes return by name? That's what he says. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with you, my guy, I agree with you. And Nova, Luanova, yeah, Lunovai, is that how you call your name? Lunovai Black says, just focus on you and your glow, then everything will fall into place. I really like this one. I like this one a lot. I must say, I really like this one. It took me by surprise. What does your name stand for, Doc? Do let me know in the comment section what your name stands for. If you're listening to the podcast at this moment, please do let me know what your name stands for. He says again, I'll just repeat, just focus on you and your glow, then everything else will follow, or everything else will fall into place. That's what he said. So, Yefa is another top contributor. He says, no Rizz, smile. He says, no Rizz, smile. Just take 2 tables of... He says, just take 2 tables of Kwababa to save yourself from a humbling experience. Let's see if I'll repeat, my brothers, with Kwababa or without Kwababa, if you're attempting something. This is what Lefa has to say. He says, no Rizz, smile. Just take 2 spoons of Kwababa to save yourself from a humbling experience. That's Lefa. And I'm moving on to the next comment from Arama. Arama goes, Lefa never failed this one. Never fails me this one. Lefa seems to agree. Hey, it's a dialogue now. What's going on? It's a dialogue. Guys, you're talking to me. So they seem to agree. Would you just focus on yourself and your glow, and everything else will fall into place? Do you agree? Let me know in the comment section. I'm your host at the most support and Daddy Report, aka just started. Maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. It's Rizz Me Up Wednesday with your host, myself, Lesego M. The song of the day is Khusela by Kapsa the Small featuring Musaki, and currently sits at 8.8 million listens on Spotify alone. Very successful. 8 million is a lot, so very successful. Shout out to Musaki, shout out to Kapsa. Back to the topic. Is it back? Do we go to the break? Let's just give it a minute, then go back to the break. Someone else commented. And let me just give you my perspective on this. You know, I think this real thing is overrated. You know, I think it's overrated. It's, you need to get there, say these punchlines, and, you know, like sometimes you don't need all those things, man. Just be you, man. Just go there, be you, talk, you know, just be you, you know. Like, don't try to be extra, because the moment you try and be extra, that's when you fall out of place. You tend to say things that you're not supposed to say. Just be you, go out there. My perspective, you don't need a lot. You don't need to study people on the internet or like read a book, ask a man, you know, think like a man, walk like a lady, whatever that book is. You don't need that. You just gotta be yourself. And I know some people will say, Kuti, how do you be? How you can, like, it's not normal to be yourself around someone that you like. And I agree on women. I agree. But it's the matter of composure. You need to have composure and not lose it. You know, the best players in the game, they don't lose it. They have composure. That's what you need, composure, Jen. So yeah, do let me know what you think about the first 15 minutes of the podcast, of the episode rather, of Rizz Me Up on a Wednesday. Quarter to pay day, baby. Midweek motivation, my niggas. So yeah, do let me know what you think about this segment, the past 15 minutes. And, you know, forget to read more comments when we come back. Do let me know. Don't forget to let me know. Okay. Don't forget to let me know what you think of the segment. So when we come back after the break, we will read more of your takes. I'm your host, the most Lesego M, Daily Report, aka Future Shot. Maybe you might get a chance to call me Eddie. I can't roll. Cheers. Welcome back to Backroom Convos. I'm your host, the most Lesego M, Daily Report, aka Future Shot. Maybe you might get a chance to call me Daily like Cairo. Another amazing Wednesday, quarter to payday. The segment for today, we call it Rizz Me Up Wednesday. The song of the day, you ask, it's Khusela. It was released 2022 by Kabza, featuring Msaki, currently sits at 8.8 million. Spotify lessons alone, that's a mega success. That's super mega success. Shout out to AKA, rest in peace, Aka. Shout out to him, man. Long live to him. Rest in peace, Ricky. I was just thinking about Ricky today, as I was thinking about match in the morning, thinking about match and doing some match, and behind that match, getting an idea that I'm working on for the match. I think for the match of the podcast. So yeah, working on some match for the podcast. Hope that you guys support us a lot. So yeah, without any wasting of time, right? So before we went on the break, we were reading out some of the comments. So this is the main post. So it's from TB Undercutter. He says, share your best ways to help Kababachens to get back in the game, right? This is the first post. So we read comments from Jablani Amini, Flexing Taurus, Umpile Molefe, Morafi. I'm so sorry for butchering that. And Hezimberg, we read that. And Lunovai Black. Lunovai, is it Lunovai Black? I don't know, dog. Like, what does that mean? Do let me know in the comment section. And Lefa and Aramako. Those were the comments. People that were active. We were reading those out, and I gave my perspective on this matter to say, just go out there and be yourself, man. Just go out there. Don't try too hard to be someone else, because the moment you try too hard, the moment you try to be too cool, oh, that's the more you sound like goofy. You sound stupid, basically, in my opinion. I don't know. I think, you see, like, I think the reason I say we need ladies, it's for this, because like now you guys are just getting a biased perspective on this matter. And if you are someone, maybe do let me know in the comment section. Maybe we can have you as a guest on the podcast, so you can be that lady that we share the perspective with. You share yours, I share mine. It's an equal, both genders are represented, no one is misrepresented, so no biased agenda is released out into the world. So yeah, furthermore, like we going into the questions that you guys asked, or like advices that you guys have been giving to TB Undercut. So shout out to you, TB, for the post. So cause now we have like how many comments? 26 comments from different people. So this is like the fourth comment, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he says, so diet go age that do. I don't know if this is like a ghost account. Like, how is this your real name, bro? Like, do let me know in the comment section. Diego age. Hey, manani. Oh, the complication, man. Because I'm like, okay, you wrote the G, the D. I'm like, why are the alphabets singing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do now? Like, like, I'm like, why? Because now I'm reading Diego as die. And go is like go, like is go, like the go hamba. I'm reading the Diego is go hamba, so I'm like, oh, it's Diego. I don't know why I didn't see that. Diego Dadu. So Diego Dadu says, Kawawa is, so the R is a part of the comment. It's not a filler word that I used. The R is a part of the comment. So he says, it's not a problem. It's not the problem. The problem starts the time she gets to realize that you are actually a stuttering. Oh, he says this. Okay, he says Goma is not the problem. The problem starts when she realizes that you are actually stuttering. That's when the problem begins. That's what he says. Diego Dadu says that. He says, It's not a problem. The problem starts when she realizes that you are actually stuttering. Why are you stuttering, my niggas? Why are you stuttering? Do let me know on the comment section. I'm so sorry for using the N-word. I don't know if the Spotify will ban this episode, a 30-minute episode. Spotify does a mistake. So yeah, do let me know, bro. So I think most of okay, I see female. I almost said the comment section is filled with a lot of guys, but I see another comment from Taiki Buleke. Yeah, and this is how you call your name. So he says, Kwababa is the best, bro. Highly recommended. It saves you from unnecessary humiliation. True. I agree to some degree, but Lena, don't overreach. I think it gets to a point of humiliation when you are not realistic with yourself. Game is 2, but you're reaching for a 10. That's not a balance, my nigga. That's not a balance. I'm using the nigga word again. So Spotify, I'm so sorry. So I'm using the nigga word, the N word again. I'm so sorry. So I think when you're a 2, dog, I don't care, dog. Like, you have to really be funny to pull a 10 as a 2. Like, other than that, bro, you're most of getting humiliated. Either way, you understand? I don't care who you are. If you're a 2, you're reaching for a 10 and you don't have the element, the funny element within you, my brother, you're gonna get violated. I'm telling you, like, ask any guy who's a 2 or a 3 and reaching for a 10. You understand? And reaching for a 10. And you'll thank me later. You'll hear the same stories, because if she's a 10, you're a 2, you're not fun. It's clear humiliation, guys. And I've been repeating that for the 3rd time. So I agree with you. Who's the name? Thank you, Bulaki. Buleke. I'm sorry. Thank you, Bulaki. Thank you, Bulaki. I agree. I concur with you, my brother. So the Kwababa, he says, for those of you who just joined, he says, Kwababa is the best, bro. I highly recommend it. Saves you from unnecessary humiliation. And the reason Lesego agrees with this, I agree with this, is because sometimes, this is true, you're reaching for a 10 without the funny element within your personality. That's when you get violated. So that's my opinion and why I agree with that comment. I want to say, this is K Savage. So Savage, he's posting a lot. I think the name K Savage is not the first time I hear about it, because I've seen it somewhere in the comments, some other comments. And Lena, I think, is like top content because it's a top contributor as well. So I want you to pay attention and read these 3 words. What are the 3 words? Okay, we are still waiting. Okay. Muffin Maestro, he says, when I walk, I use my legs to move from point A to B. Okay, what does that mean? Do let me know. I'm not so. Muffin Maestro, do let me know what that means from A to B. If you are listening to the podcast by any chance, do let me know what that means. She says, I reiterate again, he says, when I walk, I use my legs to move from point A to B. I don't know what that means. Do let me know. Yeah, do let me know. So yeah, Jax, another top creator, he says they contributor, top contributor, not creator, top contributor. Jax says, he also says, are they out of the game though? Are you talking about those guys who sing a cappellas? Hey, which ones are these ones? I don't know any guys who sing a cappellas. Okay, moving right along. So here's another one. I like this one because, like, he's bringing his game. He's giving game to the pros. I think a lot of the things that we've been talking about in this episode is game, basically, for the niggas that don't have game. So this is game, bros. Sure, hope you're listening. Yo, kings, listen up. This is Daniel Dube. He says, yo, king, listen up. Yo, kings, not king, plural. Yo, kings, listen up. First things first. Stay true to yourself. Vibe with the confidence. Flex your strength. But stay humble. Next, slide into those DMs smoothly like butter. No cheesy lines, just genuine convo. Keep it real, stay positive, and remember, rejection, just a detour, not the end of the road. Stay woke, keep grinding, trust the process. You got this, fam. This guy is smooth. I like him. He's smooth. He's smooth. I'll repeat his comment. I think it's smooth. Best advice. I think I've been saying something along those lines, right? Right? Yeah. So I've been saying those things those lines. I've been saying not the same exact to it, but like maybe one or two. I didn't use the butter. Didn't soften you up, but fairly. He goes again. I repeat. Reiterate. Daniel Dube is the name of the dude. Gods and follow him. This comment is amazing. He says, "Yo, Kings, listen up. First things first. Stay true to yourself and vibe with the confidence. Flex your strength, but stay humble. Next, slide into those DMs smoothly like butter. No cheesy lines. Stay genuine. Just genuine convo. I'm so sorry." He says, "Just genuine convo. Keep convo. Keep it real. Stay positive. Remember, rejection is a detour, not the end of the road. Stay woke. Keep grinding and trust the process. You got this, fam." Alright? I agree. I spoke a lot about this slide. This dude is on some. I need to look at his profile to see. Think maybe after the show, even though I know I might not. But if I do get some, chat, Daniel Dube. So shout out to you, bro. So another sister, the dude. So okay, so I'll just read it out. "I swear to God, sometimes it ain't even about spitting game, but the God, that's what I've been saying for the past 30 minutes or so." He says, "Sometimes," this is a lady. I like you. Her name is Anna. Oh, Analia is her name. It's her name. So "I swear to God, sometimes it ain't even about spitting game, but more about who is spitting." Oh, okay. It's taking a turn. Plot twist. Okay, she says, I'll just read it out because I just get too excited before I even finish. So she says, "I swear to God, sometimes it ain't even about spitting game, but more about who is spitting it. You take a pretty gent and an ugly gent, and they both say the same thing. The results gonna be different for both parties." Oh, okay. This is like some top 2 shit. Like, I'm so sorry for the profanity, but she's spitting bars. I think if you're an ugly, I agree with this. The same thing that I was saying earlier on that past comment, that on that other guy that I agree with. Uguti, you can say the same things, but if another guy is prettier than the other, like how it seems, it'll be different based on how the dude looks. And if you're a 2, you're reaching for a 10, you most def gotta be funny, for her to take you seriously. If you're a 10, it's, it works for you. Sfizo Tabete agrees with her. I agree with you. TB also came back and he says, "I no care. It's about the no, not about the looks." Yeah, okay, yeah. In this case, yeah, we can say it's about the looks even. He say Aliyah, no cap. Jablani also agrees. I guess Aliyah is the sole commenter of the day. So we give it to you, Aliyah. I think this is like the top comment of the day. Shout out to you. For those of you who have joined us and haven't followed us, please do so. Please do not forget to follow, like, and comment to get a notification for each and every time we drop a new episode. So the book of the day is Lift As You Rise by Bonang Musala. The book was released 2018. It was published 2018 by author Bonang Musala. And no ratings on this book. I don't know if y'all haven't read the book. And I see there's videos on YouTube where he's speaking about the books. I think I might just binge watch that later on in the evening. Maybe give you a review when we meet before we start this episode next week. I don't know. You let me know in the comment section, and we'll do that. So yeah, the book of the day, as I said, Lift As You Rise by Bonang Musala. It was released or published 2018. So for those of you who don't know who Bonang Musala, I'll just read a bit about him. He says Bonang Musala is a highly respected South African businessman who is known for his patriotism and his active role in seeking advance his country's interest. Is for the leading role he's played in companies like Otis, Elevator, Shell South Africa, and South African Airways, amongst others. Okay, he seems like someone who's knowledgeable. I think I might just page him. Do let me know if you've read the book. Do let us know what you think about the book in the comment section. I'm your host with the most, Lesego M report, aka Future Short, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy Like Karu. Let's meet tomorrow on another exciting episode of Backroom Convos. Cheers.